Yo, let's chat for a bit. I had some very bad difficulties on my computer, so right now I'm back on my phone. I had to make some adjustments, but anywho, I'm back. So I wanted to make this, just real quick. Just want to tell everybody, hope everybody having a wonderful evening. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Once again, I'm just checking on everybody, see how everybody's doing. We could work from that point. So right now, we're going to try to get into this topic. I'm about to bring my co-host in. So we'll go from there. Let's see. Sent a request to my co-host, see how that works out. Like I said, this is something new to me, so I'm just trying to work everything out right now. Um, Hopefully, I can get it going so far because okay, I think I could bring them in. There we go, and now we got business here.
Hello there.
There she is.
Hey, what's going on?
Difficulties with this.
I know it be like that sometimes.
I
How
mean, but
you?
it is what it is. Like I said, everything is a learning experience, so I understand.
Absolutely. It would not allow me to connect on my laptop, so I had to use my phone as well. So all is well.
Okay, okay. So yeah, how's everything going on your end?
Everything is going good. Let me send it to a few people. Get some people to watch us tonight. Yeah, everything is going good. I don't have any complaints.
Well, besides all this going on right
I
now.
know when you first logged in, it was like 10 people watching. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I just did this earlier. I was just telling everybody, hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Hope you had a good weekend as well.
I did. How was your weekend?
Not too bad, not too bad. Went to see the Michael movie yesterday, so
Okay,
that was a
how was
good.
it?
It was a pretty good movie, but at the same time, we already know the life of Michael Jackson, so it's kind of like, I
Hmm,
know what to expect when you go see it.
absolutely. It's one of them things where it's like it's Mike. You can't go wrong with Michael Jackson, you know?
Exactly. So hey, as long as I had a good time, that's all that matters. So it was a pretty packed house too. So
Was yesterday the first day that it came out?
well, it really originated opening on Friday, but some people went to see it that Thursday night, like a
Mm,
world premiere. I ain't got that type of time or money, so yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll
fair
wait till
enough.
that weekend. But some people went to see it that Thursday.
It's like an echo. Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. I'm about to say, where on
Right.
earth?
This is a lot. It's burnt out.
Well, things happen.
Absolutely. Let me see. So what groups are you in, like on Facebook?
Oh, I'm in quite a few of them. I can't name all on the top of my head.
Oh, okay. Do you normally like share your lives in a group or
Normally, like I said, well, lately I have not been doing that. I just put them on
okay.
YouTube. I kind of share it from there. But I'm
Okay.
gonna try to get on the TikTok deal, so we could definitely work that out. That's not a problem there. So TikTok would definitely
Absolutely.
be great in this situation.
Absolutely. I like TikTok. My followers is, it's pretty up there on TikTok, so I do TikTok and, Facebook.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into a groove of it. Some of my videos got a lot of attraction. Like my Black Planet one still got almost 8,000 views.
Oh my God, Black Planet, how old are you?
We're not going to discuss that right now in this live.
I'm like Black Planet. Wait a minute now. Okay.
I keep forgetting you kids don't know nothing about that. Sorry.
Absolutely. That's a little before my time, but
Got called like it is. So hey.
yes, yes, yes.
So you had a topic you wanted to have in mind for this evening. What you got up your sleeve over there?
What was the topic again?
I said
You
we slipping already. We're slipping already, but we learning. We learning.
absolutely.
But I got it though. It's stop playing with my time. Why
Okay.
actions matter more than words.
I think that's a really good topic. Just in general, like you find a lot of people who play games and very uncertain about the things that they desire or what they really want. They just play a lot of games. So you have to get to a point where you can distinguish the two, who's playing games and who's really sincere. And so I think right now, like I said, that's a really good topic to deal with. Whether it's in your relationship, workplace environment, family, friends, that fits a wide range of people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people don't want to talk about that because it becomes the elephant in the room.
I can agree with that, especially in the workplace.
Oh my, yeah.
You
And
already know
then,
my line. You already know my line of work, so I ain't got to go into detail.
absolutely. And I'm at headquarters, so you know that I know firsthand.
Oh, absolutely. I give you the rundown every single time. That's not a
Right.
problem.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So when did you realize that some words were unmatched that were met with some when did you realize that somebody's words weren't matching their actions? And what did you do in that situation that taught you about time?
Ooh, that's heavy right there. I realized that when people like when you start paying attention to people patterns instead of like their promises. Anybody can talk good, but when it's time to back it up with actions, it's always a lack. And so you have to use wisdom. Am I just listening to something that feel good for the moment, or is this from a genuine place? And you don't even have to be super spiritual to realize when somebody is just blowing bubbles and smoke out of their mouth versus having a sincere heart about the things that they're telling you. So you have to
Right.
make sure you're aligned properly to even be able to distinguish the two between what's real and what's fake.
Hey, that's true. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And then consistency. Consistency tell it all. Even the president have a job. And if the president had a job, not this president now, but the before,
I was about to say you might might
you're
might, might want to think on that one for a
right.
second.
Let me tell you which one I'm talking about. But everybody nowadays, even in the dating scene, it's like, oh, I don't have time for this or I don't have time for that. That's nonsense. As grown people, we do what we want to do for who we want to do it for. So if
Right.
if your actions isn't lining up with your behavior, then it's a no go.
I used to hear that a long time ago. I used to hear that quite a bit, but it is what it is. Like it got to the point that it's like I constantly heard that phrase nonstop, especially in my college years. It was just bad. I'm like, we go to class and that's it, pretty
Hmm.
much. I mean, unless you have a job, like how busy are you?
Absolutely. And even with a job, it's still sometime in the day for you to make time for the things that's important to you.
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
absolutely. I had a list of questions, but I can't access them because they're on my phone and I had to use my phone to log in.
This is wild.
I would ask you, what does real effort look like for you? So what does effort look like for you?
Real effort.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You put your all into what you're doing and you don't hold back. It's like you do your best every day. And when you try to do your best every day, it's like sometimes it's good, because people don't
Mm-hmm.
understand your situation. Then you got some out here that would just say, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm trying my best. Like, then it's like sometimes your best still ain't good enough. I've always
That's
had
it.
moments like that. That's been like that a lot of times in my life. So, your best effort is like if you put your all into, you put your heart into it. That's all that matters. That's how I look at
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. You have to, a lot of times people go after, I feel like you got to stop giving grace and choose peace because even grace run out. And I think when you meet people who really know what they desire, whether it's in their personal life, their friendship, their family, like it have to be boundaries that's put into place that people can follow. But you have to know what works for you best, and you have to be honest with yourself, because if you're not honest with yourself, you're not going to be honest with nobody else. And so a lot of times I think people compromise their standards and their boundaries to become people pleasers.
Right. That's very true.
Let me share this.
Well, I still have my questions up still because I have actually I'm my computer is sitting right here. That's why it's like I put our messages up
Oh, okay,
just in
smart.
case. Because I was gonna
Okay,
do the total opposite.
smarty.
No, I was gonna do the total opposite way. If my computer was working, it'd be on my phone. So I had to do it the total opposite way. So my next question is, why do you think people tolerate inconsistency for so long, even when they know that deep down it's not right?
Because we fall in love with potential. We fall in love with potential. We really do.
Absolutely.
And it's so unfortunate. Let me turn this way. It's so unfortunate because like we see what it could be instead of accepting what it already is. And so I could have a desire, I can want you to be a firefighter, but that's not what God called you to be. You don't have a desire to be that. You might just want to be an astronaut. Who really knows? Okay. And so when we get in our Randy, do you feel like you're a people pleaser? I feel like at some point in my life, I have been a people pleaser. I think we all have been people pleasers.
Oh,
But that's
absolutely.
where it comes to, where are you currently at? And if you can look back over your life and realize that you're still doing the same things from 5 or 4 or 3 years ago, then that's when you need to reevaluate. Because we all have seasons where, whether it's in our families, our relationship, even with our children, I think it's naturally for us to want to please the people around us. But you have to stop when pleasing become, when you pleasing and you're still not satisfied, or you're pleasing with expectations for things to change and they're not changing, that becomes a problem. Because in life it should be a give or take. It shouldn't be, oh, all a Randy way or all a Lamar way. Hey Dante, happy belated birthday. Dante celebrated his birthday yesterday, day before yesterday, so happy birthday
Okay,
to
happy birthday,
him.
man.
So I think you have to really get grounded. For me, I think therapy was important. Seeking God face, not going to certain environments that agitated me or trigger me. You have to be willing to do the work for yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. You can go to church every Sunday, you can run around, speak in tongues, and do backflips. If your heart ain't right and your mind ain't right, it's not going to change. You're
Amen to
welcome.
that.
You're very welcome.
I totally agree with that.
You like, yeah, that's
You
good.
nailed
That's
you
good
nailed it
right
right on the
there.
dot.
Yes, that's good stuff. But seriously though, so I think, right now, I believe right now Stewart asked me that. Yeah, he asked me that. So did that, it keeps blacking out on my side. Can you hear and see us now, Dante? Right now, did you have any other questions? Right now is in Missouri. Let's see. And then also, like, if I have to keep asking you to show up and you don't want to, you're showing me that that's not what you want to do. Whether it's mama, daddy, brother, sister, auntie, cousin, etc., etc.
Oh, we're
Y'all
perfect now.
perfect
Okay.
now. Okay, thank you.
But yeah, that's the way the world is right now. So it's I mean, I'm a people pleaser also. I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it myself. But
Mm-hmm.
it gets to a point that it's like it gets frustrating because it's like you try your best to try to do the right thing, but then again it's like they're just constantly using you. And
Mm-hmm.
you gotta turn that around. Like that
Absolutely.
becomes a problem.
And when helping them begin to hurt you, then you know that's not what God have for you.
Exactly.
1 second. Okay. But yes, so so do you feel like you're in a space in your life where you have gotten to like, okay, I don't want to people please. I want to do what makes me happy, basically.
I would say yes.
Okay, what he say? Hmm. Do you feel like relationship being take it? Honestly, I feel like when it comes to relationships, you have to do what's best for you and your household. A lot of times people idolize different people, and you don't know what those people went through to get the things that they have. You don't know what struggles they have behind closed doors. But I will say, I do not think a Christian man or woman should be dating someone that's not a believer because their principles and morals are not going to line up. It's going to be some form of confusion. And yes, Christians can be a bit much. Non-believers can be a bit much, but you have to find the person that's for you and that's aligned with your purpose. But you have to make sure you're hearing from God because everything that glitter isn't gold.
Facts.
I mean, if it walk like a duck and it, quack like a duck.
Because even if you look at the social media side, it's like everyone's showing the good parts of a relationship. It's like it's always been like that. They'll never. I'm not trying to say you should always show the good and the bad, but it's like everything is fabricated. Like everything in their relationship is so great, and sometimes it's really not.
Absolutely. But a lot of times people don't know how to be. Oh, somebody else comment on there. I cannot see what y'all are commenting on my shared videos. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I agree. But a lot of times it's easier to talk about what's not wrong versus what's wrong. A lot of times people lack accountability in relationships, on the job, in the schoolhouse. We just living in a different day and time. So our
Exactly.
expectations for other humans, it should be at 100, but you have to make sure that you have your own expectations with you. What did he say? Are you in a relationship now? Who, me or Lamar? Because I feel like you singled until you married. That's my stance on it. That's my personal opinion. I don't got a ring, so I don't know. What about you, Lamar?
Well,
You single? You
I'm
dating?
single.
You mingling?
I'm single. Hey,
Hey, Rhonda. Hey, girl. Happy Sunday to you
happy
too.
Sunday.
That
But yeah,
is my
it's
good sis. But yeah, so all jokes aside, a lot of times people do ask me, am I in a relationship? Am I single? And I'm very honest and transparent. I've done a lot of work to get where I'm at, and my standards, my patience, my tolerance, my self-awareness is very high. And I've done too much work to repeat some things that I've outgrown. Randy, hey y'all, hey.
hello.
I answered the question right now. I said you're single until you're married. And I said, I guess I'm single. You're single until you marry. I think a lot of times we throw love and relationships out very loosely.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
And then you have a lot of unhealed people looking for people to heal them. And that's not how relationships work. You need to come into the relationship healed in some key areas before you're talking about being a whole unit.
Right, exactly.
And there's some things you need to have for yourself. Like, I need you to know the Lord because you know him, not because of me. Because my faith is not gonna get you to the pearly gates. You gotta be tapped in with him on your own. It's a individual walk.
I would say it's the most important thing, your relationship with God in a lot of ways because a lot of people don't really have that. And
No,
that's the scary part.
baby. Let the church no.
Break out with the organ.
My God, you say the saints. No, I'm just playing. But on a serious note, I don't know. Like for a long time, I didn't talk to people. I didn't talk to guys that was saved. I preferred the bad guys. The, not the
Really?
churches. You know, you did. But I love the Lord. I promise I do. Let the church say amen. You better say a word, okay? Don't make me get
Exactly.
my tambourine out, baby.
I'm starting to really think you have one in your house somewhere. Like I read in a box somewhere. Like it's just stashed in the closet.
My tambourine?
Yes.
Nah, that boy get worked out, okay? My grandma, she was in town from Arizona. Shout out to my grandma. And I let my grandma use my tambourine, and I mean, she beat the skin off that bad boy. I mean, I use my tambourine.
Putting the work in.
Yeah, I try not to go to churches where it's a little dry, so ain't no tambourine being played. Not like a little good.
Mm-mm-mm.
My God, no, bad for real though. But I feel like this, like I said, I think this topic is like well needed, and a lot of people don't talk about it. So, have you had like a crazy, like, what is one of your like craziest dating experience? Like, you ever been married, engaged, close to married?
As in me?
Yeah, you
Duh.
too.
Ooh.
Let's unpack it.
Okay, I can make a long story short.
Okay, come on. Don't leave out the good details though.
There was one lady I was very interested in.
Okay.
Um, and in life I always say I always live up to my own mistakes. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't live up to their own mistakes.
Absolutely.
They always throw it on the other person. But in my situation, I'm not gonna lie, there's been a couple times I have. Because everybody
Okay.
do it. Everybody's
Mm-hmm.
done it.
Yep.
But 9 times out of 10, I take full responsibility behind this one because this lady was everything and she loved my family and my family loved her.
Aw.
Every single detail. But after I graduated from college, I kind of pushed her away. Pushing her
Okay.
away without pushing her away. Because I was so focused on, okay, I got to get a job. I got to try to move out. I was so focused on stuff like that. I kind of pushed her off.
Aw.
And she ended up having another boyfriend. And after that, they got married. I haven't talked to her since. And I know for a fact that I can tell I screwed up, and I own up to my screw up. But this was the problem right here. Even my own father looked at me dead in my face and told me, "Yeah, you screwed that one up." Not gonna lie. At least I'll admit to my mistakes, but I screwed that one up bad.
Yeah, sometimes we drop the ball.
Yeah,
Me personally, I feel like I haven't had a lot of relationships. The few I've had, I feel like I've grown from. I was in a different space mentally, emotionally. So all that plays a part on your judgment, how you move, how you react. I will say I've had times where I've self-reflected like, Randy, you ain't have to respond that way, or you didn't have to do this. But as far as like just messing up a relationship and sabotaging it, no. One of my craziest moments. If y'all want to hear my craziest moments, y'all gotta send me some hearts or something, cause y'all just want to have tea with me today, I guess.
I'm gonna send
I
about
don't know.
200 of them. Just for
Crazy.
sitting right here, I'm gonna send 200 of them.
Craziest, craziest moments. My moments do get crazy, but Rhonda said, "Come on with it." Rhonda know, Rhonda know something. It's like 8 people watching. What city are y'all from? What city are y'all watching from outside of Detroit? I think. Mm.
More than like a little bit everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. Nope. He said nope. 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 Say which time? Which time, friend? Which time? No, seriously though. No, no. Let's see. No, no. Okay, no, seriously. I would say one time. Let me see.
Go
Mm,
ahead, let it out.
no, I'm just playing. I don't really have too many crazy situations. I would say it have a lot to do with the. Okay, Missouri. I would say it have a lot to do with like my ability to know when somebody's like not 100%. I've had people talk a good game. and they just be on nonsense, and then when you call them out, it just be games. I've had people go as far as like, oh, let's get married, I'll buy you a ring, let's plan a wedding, and then they just be playing. So
Why
it's
that,
like,
why that sound like a Tubi movie?
it do. We should film one. When the saints is really the ain'ts. My God. Blah, blah, blah. I feel it. Don't play with me tonight. Don't play with me. Play with Jesus. Don't play. It be them saints. It ain't never the boys in the hood. It's always the saints. Okay. But God is still working on us. But for some of them, he need to work a little bit harder. Um,
Exactly.
you know.
But there was one particular moment, and this is gonna be brief because nothing really didn't happen. Because I had one lady that I was really kicking it with. We were going out,
Mhm.
everything was smooth for at least a month.
Okay.
She stopped talking to me and she got mad at me because I had to go to work.
Mm.
You knew my schedule. At the time, I was on the swing schedule. I was doing Monday, Tuesday night, Friday, and Saturday morning. She
Mhm.
knew my schedule. We planned all these dates and everything around that schedule. I go to work on a Tuesday night. She said, "I need something. It's like I need you to help. I need you this evening. I need your help big time." I gotta go to work. Ain't heard from her since.
And so I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of times people don't have, hold on, from every relationship that y'all had, what can y'all take from it and what have y'all learned from it? Okay, let
I'll
me
let you go
answer.
first on
Let
that
me
one.
answer his question. Let me answer. Read it again with me. From every relationship that y'all had, what can y'all take from it and what did y'all learn from it? Um, I'm going to talk about a more recent time, I would say. I'm gonna talk about two experiences. The last experience that was a long term relationship, a long time, term relationship for me. It taught me that you're not as healed as you thought you was to handle some of the things that came along with that person. And I think a lot of times until we put in a situation where our faith is tested, where how healed we really are, you don't know until you really put back into that situation. And so it's also taught me that when you find a lot of people that come from dysfunctional families and they haven't been to therapy and they don't really have a real relationship with the Lord, or they're not on any type of medication, and I am a big person, if you need a Xanny, you take a Xanny. If you need some Adderall, you take one. Just don't overdo it, because in anything you should do in moderation for your mental health. But you cannot, and it taught me more about just mental health and seeing a person at their worst behind closed doors, but still having to live up and produce, but at home crying because they can't function. So really getting to know a person, where they come from, is important. Don't let nobody tell you it don't matter if you don't meet their mama and their daddy. Yes, it do. It matters. You need to meet the mama, the daddy, the auntie, the uncle, whoever. Care for them and know them, because your family is always somebody in the family with loose lips and they gonna let it slip out.
Facts.
And and the, and more of recent for me is not being so upset with the Lord for his decision making, because he makes no mistakes in what we really need, and sometimes it's not what we really want. And being okay knowing that it's some situations you're going to have to go through to test and see if you're ready for what's next. So don't take it personal, because just because a person don't act godly, that does not mean that God is not real and that it's not real. Save men and women of God that's single and dating with the purpose and dating with the same intentions that you're dating with. Like even with Princess Tiana, she had to kiss some frogs, but by all means, disclaimer, don't put your lips on these people. But in the cartoon, she had to kiss some frogs before she got her prince. And I think that's a real life. You can kind of mirror that in real life, because you're going to meet some people that's not your assignment, that's not your wife, that's not your husband, and you have to be okay with that. And when you really keeping yourself into marriage, it really be they loss, because you have no emotional attachments to them. You ain't pick up no new demons you already got 12 yourself. You ain't gonna pick up 12 more. So you just count it all joy, because now I'm not locked in with something that could have went down a slippery slope and I would have been more devastated. So I think overall, Coleman, for me, it's just knowing and being aware of people. But you only could be aware of people and really knowing where people at is if you honest and know where you at. And if it's something that you're still working on, or if you in this type of space, that's just like a person that have an addiction. They're not gonna go and hang out at the bar if you going to AA every week. It's just certain environments you have to stay clear of to get what you're trying to get. So
Hmm. That's the best way to look at it. Yeah. And
okay, now
from what I'm learning right now from my relationships, I'll tell everybody to this day, I'm not Superman. I cannot be everywhere in any like I can't be everywhere 24/7. I sometimes break down. I can tell you right now, things to this day since 2021 has not been the same. Since my father passed, a lot has changed in my life,
absolutely
and it's just been rough. And I've tried my best to turn things around with that, and it's sometimes it's just difficult. But I
right,
try my best to keep my head above water. I've learned a lot this year so far, and I know it's only April, but man, this year
absolutely.
has been a huge turnaround for me. So I've been on the right track. I'm just trying to take things one day at a time.
Somebody had a question. What about long distance relationships, you guys? For me, I feel like it's anything is possible if you're hearing from God. I'm at a point in my life where if God didn't tell me to do it, I can't do it because I know what it feel like. And it's not to be spooky or dark, because or like, oh my gosh, she's deep. It's really for me, it's a real life experience because I've been close to death many times, and I just feel like I can't afford the whooping that God go put on me. And I'm from the east side, and I could throw him. Okay, we could go scripture or we can go knuckles. I got both of them. But the whooping that God put on you is like no other, and you do not want to be in the wilderness because you want something that's out of the ark of safety. So if God literally said, "Hey, your husband is in," Texas or Miami. I'm gonna God don't when God give you equip you, he give you strategy. He not gonna tell you to do something and not equip you for the assignment that he has you to have you on. So I'm not against it, but I also feel like when you're talking long distance relationship, how much time are you going to spend with a person? To really get to know a person, you have to spend time with them. Texting and talking is fine. FaceTime is fine, but you have to see them in every season of their life. How do they handle being broke? How do they handle when stuff go left? How do they handle frustration on the job? How do they parent their children? What's their relationship with the Lord? Like you got to see a person in all the seasons because every season is not due season. Due season is the good season, but you gotta get through that season. And I think a lot of times people have mastered being fake. That's it. They have mastered being fake. And so they know how to fake it. Like you know how a kid know how to have a temper tantrum, a adult know what to say, but it have no action. A adult know what to do, but they don't do it. And so when you find a lot of failed relationships, it's because they talked a good game but could not live up to it.
Right.
And you have to have balance. A lot of times people say, "Oh, I'm ready for marriage. I'm ready for a relationship," but they don't have balance. You don't get balance the minute time you say I do. You have to already have balance. If you're not a good communicator, when you walk down the aisle, the communication ain't gonna just magically appear and fireworks go shoot off and you're just the best communicator in the United States. Like, but
Right.
what work are you doing to put yourself in position for the things that you're believing God for? Faith without works is dead. So if you ain't working, you just talking. And if anybody know me, I don't want you to talk me to death. So okay, don't worry me.
And I never really experienced dealt with a long distance relationship. I'm not knocking them because I know some people that actually was successful with them.
Absolutely, but they put in the
But
work.
but I personally
It's a no for
I
you.
need I need that person one on one. I need them here
So
or
you
I
need
go
your
there
you say you
something.
need your due season in person. Okay, you better
Yes,
talk about it.
because like I said, I'm not knocking it. I'm not because like I said, everybody has their own way.
Mhm.
However, it's just me personally. I just need that person here.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
I don't blame you. What other questions y'all got? Y'all got some good questions on tonight.
Yeah, for a first time us doing this together, we got quite a few of them.
I know. I'm gonna have to try live off my page next week.
Well, we're gonna try to work on that. We're gonna work on that TikTok one soon as possible.
Absolutely. What's the longest relationship you ever been in?
2.5 years.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I'm getting a lot of followers from this. Thank
Yeah, two and
y'all.
a half years. That was my longest one.
And was you just dating casually? Was you dating to marry? What you had going on?
Well, at that point, it was just dating casually. I could
Okay.
have got we could have got to that point, but things changed over time. So hey,
Absolutely.
I'm not upset about it because the thing is, when we broke up, we went our mutual ways. It wasn't no hatred against her. It wasn't no hatred against me. So not like oh my God, I can't stand this person. Nah, it was never like that.
Right.
I know some people say when they break up, it's like they pretty much, I won't say, sound crazy, but like, no, I don't ever want to see that person ever again. I don't want to do that. I'm like, everybody just go on the deep end. I was like, no, I went straight to work like it was a normal day.
Me personally, I'm not friends with my exes. I'm sorry. That's just me. I feel like not that I'm not friends with them, but I don't have a lot of exes. And one is deceased. And the other one, yeah, he's othering. And the other one, yeah. So out of three people, I feel like, nah, it's just no need.
Gotcha.
It's just me though. Don't pay me no mind. Okay. I was once ready for marriage but felt kind of rushed, so I had to back up some. So how do you feel about when people put time limits on when they need to be married? My God. Let the church say amen. Amen.
People love the rush, and that's the issue.
This is like, okay, how old am I? Oh, I'm 32. How old are you? I can't remember.
How you forget your age that quickly?
Listen, because I got a lot of numbers in my head, and that ain't one of them. Go
I'm
ahead.
41.
Okay, so for me, I feel like it depends on where you're at in life. I think some people do like to rush marriage, but the average person that's keeping themselves into marriage, that means that you're not doing anything inappropriate if you follow what I'm saying. You're
Right.
not about to just stay engaged for years and years at a time. Now, people who's not living like really living like a Christian lifestyle completely, their time limits do be a little different. So they might be a little bit more lax. Like, oh, I could wait 2 years or I could be engaged 3 years. But the average Christian that's living all they know how don't want to be engaged all of that time because they want God to honor their marriage and they want to keep their marriage honorable to God when they do get married. For me, I think it's more of a only way you get to know somebody is to be with them. You're never gonna fully know nobody, even when you're with them. As grown people, if you really know what you want, why do it take that long? That's more of my question. Like, if you're saying that you love this person, they're saying they love you, you like this, they like that, y'all know what y'all want as a unit, what be the holdup for marriage?
It could be a financial thing,
But what
maybe.
if it's not a financial thing?
Then there's no excuse behind it.
Because when you see celebrities that really know what they want and finances is not an issue, they don't normally take all day to get married. Because
Yeah,
tomorrow not promised. You could be planning, you know, you could be planning to marry somebody and life happened. They passed away. So anything.
that's true.
Hold on one second. Yeah. You could be planning to marry somebody, anything. Then that person passed away. And at this big age, who wanna be a special friend of somebody obituary? And you know them better than their mama and their daddy. That's tacky.
That's very true. But yeah, it's
Nope.
that's yeah. I mean, I know some that'll rush it like just to like, okay, come on, I ain't got all day. And it's like
Right.
sometimes it's like it's just a rush, as soon as they even meet. Because I know a couple people that actually met, like they could meet for like 3 weeks, they could go out, this and that. All of a sudden they married within a month. That's that right there. I'm like,
But
yeah.
it's like what the kids be saying, it be like 6, 7. Because I know a couple and I can't even think of their like Instagram name. I know a couple and they got married within like 3 months of knowing each other, but they have been married for 12 years. But they both said that they heard from God. So are you consulting with God or are you consulting with your feelings and your emotions?
And that's the best way to look at it.
And
Absolutely.
are you ready? Because see, when you really ready, it shows up in your walk, your talk, your behavior, everything you say, it it reflects back to you being ready. If you don't have balance, you're not ready. If you don't know how to tie your shoe and chew bubble gum, you're not ready. If you still don't know how to deal with if you still battling from when you was 3 years old and your mama didn't give you a lollipop, you're not ready. And some of us just don't be ready.
Three years.
And marriage is not for everybody. Okay, it's just not.
Right.
Relationships are not for everybody, and I think people like the idea of things, and I tell people all the time, I don't sleep around because I'm not an amusement park. You're not going to get a turn here. This is not something that you just do for fun. It's not a recreational type of roller coaster. No, ma'am. No, I mean, no, sir. Definitely no, ma'am. But no,
Well,
sir.
see.
No, sir. And be in my DM talking about, hey, girl, hey, no, I see Randy don't swing that way. But for real though, like it's just, I don't know. I think if you're really ready, it shouldn't take all day and night. Do I think it has to be a time limit? No, but people that's dating to marry, that's a conversation that they have.
Right.
Like
Absolutely.
if it, especially it depends on where you at. Like if I'm talking to somebody and I'm saying I want marriage and they want marriage, it's a conversation that's going to be had. Hey, how many months are you looking to date, or what's your time frame? Do you have a time frame? Do you have a dead, timeline of when you want to do this and that?
That's
But
true.
like I said, people play games. I think a lot of times people want to hear they self talk, and people do not like accountability. So it's easier to deal with the weaker link. People know who they could play with. I've had people say, "Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? See me? Am I okay now?
Should be.
You can see me and hear me.
Yeah, I get you.
You can see me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know what he's talking about. But I said I've had people who be like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready to settle down and I'm ready to get married," and then like I said, that just sounds good. People talk too much. But we living in a day and time where if you just want to sleep around, that's all you have to tell a person. If you're a serial dater, that's all you have to tell a person. If you're really dating to marry, that's all you have to tell a person. But it goes left when people can't be honest.
Exactly.
Because whatever your
Exactly.
desire is not going to change. And as a grown up, you supposed to be able to keep it a buck. Hey, I just want to date. I just want some fun.
Yeah.
But people don't do that because people don't like, okay, cool. People don't like accountability. People don't like accountability. And people suck at communication. Accountability and communication got people in the chokehold right now. Literally, both hands. A WWE off the top rope and down goes Frazier. Because they be on nonsense. And they used to dealing with people that's don't have a backbone or people who just go for anything. And when you go for anything, don't let you meet somebody who don't go for none of that. Mm-mm.
Right. That's true.
They
That
take
is true.
comfort, and people who don't know how to communicate think everything is an argument. It's not. If
Facts.
you do something to me and I question you about it, I'm well within my right.
Very good point. Very good point. And that's the thing, like, I think, like I said, I think social media plays a big part of that because it's like everyone they show all the good things about everything, whether it's a relationship,
Hmm.
marriage, anything of that nature. They show it's like everything is out there. You look at Instagram, you look at all these reels, everybody having a good old time. It's like it's out there, and everybody like, "Oh, I want that life,"
Hmm.
and I'm like, you can get that life. I'm not trying to say it's impossible not to get, but it's like you gotta live your life, not everything that you see online.
And you got to do what works best for you. Like,
Right,
I feel like we just live in a different day and time. You could be talking to somebody on Monday, having a good time. You ask them about something they don't want to answer, and then they going off in the wind. People play too much. And then when you turn on the news and you be like, oh my God, that person wigged out or that person did A, B, and C, you do not know the mental space of people, so you need to stop playing with people.
right.
Because even a very sane person gets sick and tired of being sick and tired. You cannot play with people, especially people that have roles in leadership in the churches or outside, especially church people, because we both go to church. You cannot be in position in playing with people because you're pushing them farther away from God, and you will cause somebody to fall or think that all Christians behave in this manner, and that's not the truth. You just need another dipping. You know what I'm saying? So, but
It's true.
everybody don't move like that. And if you
Right.
know that you don't want to marry, you shouldn't be. If you talking to somebody who want to be married, and you know that marriage is not what you want right now, you should not be talking to them because you're dating them under false pretense. You should not be doing that. I know a person like that right now who doesn't answer questions. It depends. What questions are you asking that person? Are you asking that person questions from a space of you want to interrogate them, or are you asking them questions from a space of you genuinely concerned? Because that matter. Because my grandma used to tell me, and like I said, I'm from the east side, okay? That if you sit back and watch some questions, you don't even have to answer because they'll answer themselves in due time.
Amen to that.
And are you talking to a person that's not all the way healed? Is that right? It's what right, Dre? I don't know what you're talking about. And is you talking to a person that's not all the way healed or a person that, what type of person are you talking to? Genuinely concerned. Well, I feel like sometimes we have to take a different approach. And when I get in relationships or when even with my friends, even with my children, I have to say, Lord, show me how to love my kids, not the way that I feel they need to be loved, but how you need me to love them. Because sometimes our agenda don't be the agenda that's needed at that moment. And plus
Yeah.
you get more bees with honey than you do vinegar. So you have to know how to work. You got to know what you're doing and have a different level of compassion for people. People are really hurting. People are going through, and everybody ain't gonna look like a bum, or everybody's not gonna look like a drug addict, or a Jezebel, or for lack of better terms, or any of those things. People are looking for a look in order to have compassion. It's not. It don't come with a look. People are real life hurting. And they looking like me and Lamar every day. You just will never know the silent battles and secret battles people face.
Facts.
I'm trying to see what he talking about. Is that right? What is he talking about? What? Like what the world, Jesus? I'm confused.
Well, the conversation been so deep, it kind of probably got caught up in that. I'm not
What?
too sure what.
Because my God, I don't like being confused now. He said facts. Absolutely. Not the looking eyes. I put the look eyes. I don't like being confused, y'all. I swear, confusion give me a headache. Cause I don't like being confused now.
Well, confusing give you a headache. There's a problem right there.
It do, cause ain't no need for me to be confused. Cause what you talking about? What you talking about? What are you talking about? Dre been my friend for a very long time. My ex passed away some years ago. That is really crazy, Lamar, because I remember called me or I called you, and Lamar came and he checked on me. My best friend Coleman, he took off work to be with me. Oh, okay. And Dre actually played at the funeral for me. So, I appreciate having good solid friends. Because that's hard to come by, you know? And when you in
Very.
some of your darkest moments, it really shows you. And even right now, like over the time, he has been a really good friend. Okay. This dating world is crazy. No pure intentions and love, just bad decisions. But I'm praying that we all find someone worth time and energy. I agree. Um, Auntie Randy is about ready to get married and settle down. Uh, I just think two is better than one, and it's better to marry than to burn. Says the good book. And on top of, when you get to a certain place in life, you want somebody to be able to share your accomplishments with, somebody to laugh with, kick it with. And if you have kids, yes, you have your children, but it becomes a deeper level of intimacy that you want to experience. And it's not just in the bedroom. A lot of times people think, oh, I want to get married just so I can hula hoop. Okay. And it's not just about that.
Right.
Because that, you got to have some substance to your marriage and to your relationship outside of that. So I agree. I'm praying that we all get that as well. And if you get married before me, I love wedding cake. So tell your wife I'll be there. And if you need a photographer, Lamar is the best. I would say if you need a keyboard player, you're the best, but you'll be the one getting married. I mean, I know how to play the drums a little one too, but sound like
So
a
you got a
win.
secret talent over there?
I do. I do. I do. I do. I do.
Well, everybody got a secret talent. Let me put it that way.
Yes. Yes, everybody do. Um and Coleman, I can't wait to Coleman get married. I'm really waiting on my friend to get married. Laugh out loud, you're definitely going to get married before me. I don't know. If it's from these little humans that the Lord have on this earth. Oh no, friend. No. Was he the one who took the pictures for the B-Day? Who birthday? Who you talking about? I'm
I don't think that
confused.
was me though.
Yeah, but who took pictures for the birth? Oh, no, 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 no. He's talking about Molly birthday brunch. No, Lamar actually had a wet. No, they called Saturday that
Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah, so he worked that Saturday, but that was one of my other good photographer friends. I actually got a lot of friends that do a lot of good stuff. But Dre, I am not getting married before you, my love. I could tell you that right now. If you find me a husband and send me his resume, we gonna all go on group dates. I think that's the problem. We need to go on corporate dates. So you might see something crazy in this person that I might be too foolish to see. I need an extra set of eyes. Four is not enough.
Or you could try speed dating.
I had a homegirl who likes speed dating. I'm not that friendly though.
I did it once and it backfired.
What happened?
Let's just say I was the only guy there.
I was like, you was getting passed around like a communion tray. My God. So first Sunday.
Because here was the issue.
Mm-hmm.
The lady that put the event together, so I'm not showing no shade against her whatsoever. However, all the guys were in her inbox asking her to do a speed date thing. We'll all come out and all this and that. So she invited me to the speed dating thing. I said, okay, it'll be something brand new. I could do that. That's not a problem. I get there, there's nothing but females there. No guy showed up. So I'm in the room, they're sending ladies there every 5 minutes,
And so what they was doing with you?
asking a million and one questions.
Mm-mm.
It was it was just weird. But
Yes, we should get together. We all should get together and do a speed dating event. Like host a speed dating event. But we gotta get these people mental clearance. Like for real. I'm telling y'all. Like we gotta make sure they not nut baskets. Cause I will feel so bad when you get on watch the breaking news at on 10. Breaking news at 10. and we done hook somebody up with a sociopath. But I don't know. I ain't really into the speed dating part. But the thing, I don't know if I don't know how I feel. I don't really know. Would I go to one? Probably, just to see. Would I host one? Yes, I would.
All I know is the ladies bought me drinks. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. So
What if they
hey,
would have put a Molly in your drink?
no, they ain't doing. I'm watching them. Man, I'm
Oh,
not crazy. I'm not crazy on that. Hey, we all in the same room. No, let me see what you're doing before you even get that to me. Mm-mm. No, we're not
absolutely.
playing around on this one. Nah, we good.
That is too crazy. Where was the speed dating event you went to?
I forgot the name of the place. It was downtown. I know that.
Okay. Yeah, I think one of my friends said they had a speed dating place downtown. But everybody say the same thing. Either it be too many men come out and not enough women, or too many women and not enough men.
But in my situation, I was only one guy. That was the issue that I had. Like literally, no guys came. That's the messed up part. It could have been
First,
two or three of us. I'm like,
right.
okay, at least it's something. But I'm the only guy. Like
That's
I
bad.
ain't know what to do in this. I was like, I've never even been to a speed. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
uh,
But I still had a good time. And the
when
thing
we doing
is,
this, we gotta check our schedules, and we go get back with you. Call me. You want a speed dating event? If y'all want a speed dating event, but first of all, what type of woman are you looking for? That's the question. You first, Lamar. What type of woman are you looking for?
oh, my list done changed over time.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, you better say it, cause it should. When you get a certain age, you kind of be like, "Ooh, I was a little shallow back then."
My thing is this. All jokes aside, like the top thing on my list is she gotta love me for me because it's like I like a woman that's like, dude, that'll support me nonstop, 24/7, no matter how hard life gets.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's like I say, she has, I'm gonna say always be at church and all this and that. I'm not saying that at all, but she gotta love the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at that. And I just say that she just have to really love me for me because trust me, my list had changed over time. Because trust me, my list was way longer than that. But everybody had one.
Mm-hmm.
High school, college, everybody had a certain list. But right now, it's like I said, I'm 41. It's that point in time right now that it's like, are you looking for this? Are you looking for that? It's like yes and no, but at the same time, gotta love the Lord. Gotta love me for me.
Okay, you need to pin that comment up in there. You got to love the Lord. Okay, amen. And you want to clock it or you want to clap it. But you got to, because I'm not about to be arguing with you why we need to pay tithes and offerings. I'm not about to be arguing with you why the Lord then blessed us and you don't want to send a sacrificial offering. I don't want to argue with you why I want to buy toilet tissue for the house of the Lord. Why I want to spend my Saturday mornings cleaning toilets at the church. I don't got time for that, okay? And when you with
Exactly.
somebody who don't love the Lord, they don't have the heart of the Lord. So they don't know how to genuinely give or genuinely be nice. It be a lot of counterfeits. Like they talk like they love the Lord, and then when it's time to put it in work, they don't love the Lord. Like what fruit are you really bearing? You tell people by the fruit they bear. And if your tree don't bear no fruit all year long, and not because it's harvest season, you got a
Exactly.
problem. So yeah, I agree. You gotta love the Lord, cause that's it. Yes, need a woman that love me for me. You gotta pin that because that's good. That's good right there. You have to. Um, and somebody that value family. I think for me, you have to love the Lord, but you have to have it's some values that you have to have and that I cannot teach you to have. It just has to be in you, and you have to
Facts.
produce that. Yeah. Like I can't be, if I talk to somebody that was in ministry, he would have to actively be in ministry. He would have to take this thing really serious. Like, are you trying to win souls? Are you trying to do ministry? What are you trying to do? And if you wasn't in the church, what are you trying to do still? Because I want to support you. But you have to have a drive and a passion to really do something.
And that's the thing. Even when I'm in church right
That's the
now, like I said,
basic
I've been a
kids
deacon
got.
over 10 years,
Absolutely.
and me being part of the media ministry, and now like last week,
Sunday
I was now
school.
a Sunday school teacher.
Yes, congratulations, y'all. Tell Lamar
But
congratulations.
it's
He is the Sunday school teacher, one of them at his church. So that is really big.
but we trying to figure that out right now. How we're going to split all the classes and everything else up
Mm-hmm.
right now. But right now we're just sitting in the main class right now because we're not too sure how they're going to split up because a lot of things have changed over time. Because the
Hmm.
superintendent gave us the list of all the classes,
Okay.
and it's like it's a good 10, 12 different classes. It's like
Hmm.
some for the youth, some for the adults, but it's like a lot has changed because when COVID hit us, we lost a lot of members.
Yeah, and so I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were saying, they're in the rebuilding stage of their church, and it haven't been the same since the pandemic. And my question, I always pose the question to leaders and people like that: what is a church that the community don't know about? What is a community that what is a church that the community don't know about? And yes, things have changed since the pandemic, but we're in a day and time where people are hungry
Right.
for the Lord. It's a church over on the west side. They have service, and the pastor, he have multiple campus in Atlanta and here as well. And they have Sunday night service every Sunday at 7 p.m. And when you pull down Hubble, you can see cars from one end of the block all the way to the other. It's not that people don't want to be in the house of the Lord. It's what type of leader do people want to sit under is the question. Because if you don't got the oil, people are not listening to people that's fake, people that's not really submitted and hearing from God. It's too late in the hour to play games.
Exactly.
And even unsaved people, you know exactly where they coming from when they're out in the street. So why would I come into the house of the Lord for something that's fake when I could go be in a real environment, regardless to if it's out of the ark of safety?
Right.
So people, you got to really be willing to put in the work to even during the rebuilding stage.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
No,
I
they said
appreciate the congrats from
congratulations.
everybody. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I
Yes.
really do.
He said the basic kids God. Absolutely, Dre. It really is. It really, really is. Any more questions? I know y'all like to be nosy. So what else y'all want to know tonight? Ain't got nothing for y'all.
See, this is about tea time for me in a minute.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Cause man, cause going to work waking up at 3 something, almost 4 something in the morning. Yeah, that kind of
And
sucks.
listen, it do.
And I feel like my weekend went by too doggone fast. So I'm
Boy,
not.
you did go to the movies. What did I do? Molly had a tennis match Saturday morning. I was down at the courts for that. Friday was normal. I don't know. I've had a really good week. I was able to go down to the church multiple times and be there and pray and just lay before the Lord with no interruptions. Can who cook? Can I cook?
I
Mm.
can cook.
I'm about to say I can cook. No, I don't just cook. I cook. Okay? I cook. Okay? Cook with my eyes closed. No, I know how to cook. For real though, I know how to cook. I haven't been cooking as much. I'm still recovering from my car accident that I had last year. Can she cook, man? Hands blessed in the kitchen. Oh my God. I owe Dre and his brother like oxtails. Like Dre, like I said, growing up as church kids, like you just get together with your friends and young adults. And on Sunday, that's the thing. You go over their house, you eat good. You know, can I try your cook? Comment playing in your face. Yeah, you can. I'm about to upload our pictures. Comment, stop it. Stop playing. Honestly, let me see. Coleman on me the longest. D and Dre, D and you. Lamar. Yes, I know how to cook. Lamar the only person who haven't ate my cooking. But I know how to cook. Oh, now it show me who on there. Yeah, I need them. You owe me. All right. Sell me the money. Sell me the money for oxtails. I'll cook them for you. Oh yeah. People show up in our business, y'all. We got a lot of views over the
We had a
summer.
lot of fun with this.
Hmm.
We had a lot of fun with this.
Yes, even though it started off really like rocky.
Yeah, but I consider that as a learning tool.
I'm trying to taste that food. Now y'all go think I'm Meals on Wheels. My God. Yeah, I got y'all though. Oh my God. Okay, bet. All right, yeah, I got you. Dre, just let me know. I'm gonna have to. I've been saying that I was gonna come. Um, to Steen Church. I am. I like y'all podcast. Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you. Definitely appreciate that.
So I need y'all to. When is the next day? Tuesday?
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay. If y'all want Friday and some other days, what days do y'all want us to come on and talk to y'all outside of Sunday um
Cause only
evening?
cause Wednesday's only one I can't do.
Yeah, so any other, yeah. So let us know. Drop a day. Do y'all, and so we can see. Yes, Meals on Wheels for real. That's what it feel like. But it's okay though. You know, it's a blessing to feed the people of God. That's all right. I'll get a little y'all get a little meals and wheels. I'm gonna get y'all oh man, come on Thursday. Okay, Thursday. That's one Thursday. Cause I love Dear Future Wifey podcast. But I'm like, we gotta be able to Friday or Sunday. Okay.
Right, yeah, Friday could definitely work. And
Yeah.
we always doing on Sunday, so
Absolutely. And then we want to try TikTok too. Like I said, he's going to reach out to his friend in Atlanta. I'm going to talk to some people and I want to see how we could just stream it across all platforms. So basically, we don't have to pick which platform we're going to be on if we're streaming on all three platforms. Fresh
Fresh Friday.
Fridays or Sunday Fun Day. Okay. All right. I like that.
That could work.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Well, alrighty.
All
Let's
right.
see. Dre, when we get off of here, um, make sure make sure you text me. Like, seriously. Uh my inbox is blowing down, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Cap. Da 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 da. Okay, so we will let y'all know. I think we'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll figure it all out. We'll have a flyer leading up before the end. So, so we don't wait all week and it's not last minute and y'all could, make yourself available. So bring y'all questions. Think about them for the next few days. Don't say nothing y'all mama wouldn't say or y'all grandmamas. Don't ask nothing crazy now. And yeah, it's been real.
Always.
All right, now I gotta go mother my children. They have sat patiently. They waiting on me.
I get ready for work in the
All
morning.
right, I'll talk to you later. You gotta
All right.
take me out of there though.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.